Words do have meaning and energy, and we're going to be talking to an expert at that. It is Dr. Janet. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Donna. Looking forward to playing here.
I was very interested in what you had to say and the way that you put this whole thing together. Let's talk about your journey, because it's been beautiful and wonderful, but it's brought you to where you are now. So can you point out just a couple of little highlights, especially in terms of like your journey educationally and just believing in yourself?
Well, educationally, I mean, I'm a graduate of Swarthmore College, Rutgers School of Law. I practiced law in Atlantic City for 22 years, but the really important part of my journey was a transformational experience that I had when I was about 30 years old. In fact, I've had many transformational experiences, and I'm not going to tell them today, the time is too short, but if anybody wants to read about them, they can go on my website, wordsculptures.com, or they can go on my blog, janetsmithwarfield.com. I've got a lot of stuff out there. But these transformational experiences just, they happened like this. It was like looking at an optical illusion. Nothing in front of you changes. Nothing around you changes. But your mind either sees the old hag or the young woman. And that's what this experience was like. It was so amazing. It was as if my life had kind of been fragmented in many ways, and then all of a sudden, it just instantaneously, it came together in this one moment. It was so amazing that I just had to talk to people about it and tell other people about this amazing experience so that other people could have it too. So I started talking like this, and it was met with these blank stares. So I was talking, but I was not communicating. So I spent about 15 years trying to answer this single question: how can I use analytic, divisive words to communicate a unifying, holistic experience? It was like trying to screw in a nail using a hammer. Does not work. And I tried stories and poetry and questions and didactic teaching. That one really didn't work, because it tends to throw you into self-righteousness. But I was playing with word art, all these different ways of using words to somehow communicate this experience, and I could not do it. It was really frustrating. And then, why do thoughts come into your mind out of no place? But at some point, what came into my mind was to change one word in that kind of life purpose question. So instead of asking, how can I use analytic, divisive words to communicate a unifying, holistic experience, I changed the word communicate to facilitate. That's a whole different energy, and it meant I had to step into my own personal power, but that was doable. That I could do, but it was also really scary, because I had to be really responsible, and I had to really be aware in each present moment and pay attention to what was going on around me, with the intention of shifting energies from a power over, which is one of the things we do with words, because we want to control other people. And then the person who's on the underside of that
feels that impact.
Yeah, and it hurts, and it's painful, and it's contracting. And then maybe at some point that fear or that terror or that contraction just explodes into rage. And then you're in this power against dynamic, and you are in a rage, and it doesn't feel good to be there either. So how are you going to transform that rage into something else? And where we need to go is into a power with dynamic, which interestingly enough is also the Christian symbol for prayer and the Hindu symbol for namaste. So that's pretty much what I do now.
You do. You facilitate a peacefulness when there's a decisive situation.
That's always my intention. Now, it doesn't always work out that way.
But the effort is, and the intention is there.
The intention is there, but I don't think inside the box. So lots of times my words land on some people in a way that they don't want my words to land. And I get a lot of reactivity and I get a lot of blowback. But as long as I like to think of it as holding it's like a spiritual or an energetic connection with some, the words I use are power greater than myself. I mean, other words are God, Allah, universal energy, cosmic energy. Take your pick, whatever works for you, because some people don't like some of those words, but there are other words that they're comfortable with. But it's a present moment, energetic, allowing something that my mind can never understand to flow through me and then back out into the world. If I can hold that connection, I can sometimes, not always, but sometimes pull other people with me into this dynamic.
Cauliflower and broccoli blended in a medley.
Yeah.
when you just make it as simple as it possibly could be.
Which is keeping your head in the present moment and just noticing what's going on around you, noticing what's going on inside you, looking to see what resources you have, and then from that place you create. In the present moment you create and you co-create with whatever's going on around you. And it's fun.
It is fun. And you have a dynamic radio show. You implement this in many ways. And if people wanted to follow you or find out more, they could go to your website and reach.
They can go to my website, or they can Google me. The show is Dancing with Words, Dancing with Wisdom.
Thank you. Thank you for dancing with us here, Dr. Janet.
Thank you for dancing with me today.
Very fun.
It's been fun.
Please stay tuned for more. We've been visiting with Dr. Janet. I know that you're going to get a lot of wisdom by researching her. Stay tuned.